Hey folks, Juan Restrepo here, president of the Florida Real Estate Investors Association, bringing you another edition of The Fan, the FLREIA Action News. And yeah, news we've got. Let's see what's going on. The Wall Street Journal is reporting an increase in bulk condo sales. That's right. In 2007, we saw 27 of these types of sales go on. In 2009, 82 bulk condo sales. Good and bad, depends on where you're at. Good for the condo owners, at the same time not so good. Well, what happens is you get rid of all the excess supply in the building, and you got somebody coming in that's going to pay the association fees, right? But they're getting it at such deep discounts that it's killing the values. So here's an example of a property in Orlando. Okay, it cost $340 a square foot to build this building. Okay. The investors bought it at $126 a square foot. Okay? Now, is that a steal or what? All right? And then, on top of that, he's going to sell it at $225 a square foot. So, after taxes and association dues and holding costs, they're going to make about $75 a square foot. Not bad. Not bad at all. So, these guys are doing. So, condo owners are, like, what do we do? Our hands are tied. So, but anyway, that's the news there from the Wall Street Journal. The Daily Business Review. Oh, this is funny. A local law firm here seeks to disqualify a foreclosure judge. All right, now what's this all about? Well, there's a new judge, Judge Sasser. She was recently appointed to the bench by Governor Christ, and she has been appointed to the Palm Beach Foreclosure Court. It seems like there is animosity between her and attorneys from the ICE legal law firm. Okay, these guys are out of Royal Palm Beach, and so much so that spectators that are in the court that are just watching are in awe of what's going on. It's like, whoa, she is just belittling these guys. She's cutting them off. ICE alleges that Sasser is biased to his firm's attorneys. She's giving preferential treatment to lenders' attorneys. There's conflicts of interest stemming from her investments with lenders that are plaintiffs. Now, I looked a little bit more into this, and I'm not too keen on this one. She has $300,000 in a mutual fund that they invest with this bank. Another $132,000 in another mutual fund. Hey, these guys are into billions, so I can't see that that's a huge conflict. But anyway, they've filed about over 100 motions to disqualify her. So now the proponents are saying, hey, these guys are just doing now legal tactics. Okay, so but others are saying that these guys are getting mistreated. One of them says that they had a case where they asked her, they wanted to submit some paperwork, some documents 12 days before the trial, but she wouldn't allow it. But then the lender's attorney in the same case was allowed to submit new documents a couple hours before the case. So go figure, what's going on there. So that's just drama going on at our Palm Beach courthouse. Actually, the Post is reporting that we just got 2 more judges and 6 case managers to help with the 52,000 foreclosure cases that are backlogged in Palm Beach County. All right. The funds came from a statewide allocation of $6 million. This is a one-time allocation that the state did to clear about 500,000 cases statewide. Whew, that's a lot of paperwork. If you go to PalmBeachPost.com, you can see a picture of their room. It's just packed with paper. Boy, I hope they don't lose anything or there's not a fire. They're expecting to see semifinal judgments to increase from 1,000 a week to 2,000 a week. All right, all said and good. The proponents are saying, oh, that's great. We'll get some of these vacant houses back on the market. Well, guess what? You start flooding the market with all these properties, property values are going to drop again. So, what do we do? It's crazy. Daily Business Review also reporting office vacancies hit a 17-year high. All right, this is nationwide. Second quarter numbers show 17.4% vacancy rate throughout the country. Effective rents have fallen 5.7%. Well, we know here locally we're about 25% vacancy, so we understand. But guess what? We're not the lowest. Detroit, is the highest in the country at 26%, and Washington, D.C. is lowest at 10% vacancy, so they're not doing too bad. But one of the things that they are saying is the rate of decline is slowing down. So we have seen the decline going up for a while, but they're saying it's starting to slow down. Again, a lot of this depends on jobs, employment, improving. So if that doesn't improve, these guys can see these numbers staying low for a while. All right. Well, back to the Palm Beach Post. Another interesting story going on in our backyard. For those of you who come to the FLREIA meetings, you know the Palm Beach Mall is right next door to us. Well, guess what? There's a fight happening right now. There's a company called Oryx. They control most of the mall. The only part they don't control is Dillard's. Well, they had planned on doing a whole revamping of the 90-acre property, and we're looking to pick up the Dillard's property. Well, another company called Turbo Investments snuck in and picked up the property for $5 million. All right. Now, they are hesitant to let it go because they're getting a bunch of interest for people that want to take that location over. And it's the best location because it's the one that you can see from 95. So I think there was talks of a Bass Pro Shop coming in there. So, these guys are sitting. Property could be worth $17 million once they get the lease. Once they get it leased. So what's going on? The city and Oryx is threatening eminent domain. Well, the state just passed a law that you can't do it to help a private enterprise. So this is getting kind of ugly, and So look forward to hear your opinions on this one because, should the government get involved on this? Who knows? All right, that's the news for this week. What's going on at the FLREIA? Well, I'm leaving on Friday, July 9th. I will be gone. I'll be flying out to Death Valley with Frank McKinney, and we'll be at the Badwater race starting on Monday, July 12th. So watch. We're going to do our best to send you some tweets and upload it on YouTube and Facebook updates. Supposedly there's no way to get connection. Even a satellite phone doesn't work out there, but hopefully we'll pull it off. So we'll be out there that day. Then I'm catching the red eye on that Wednesday night. So hopefully I'll be able to pull off a fan while I'm out there. I don't know. So we might not have a fan, or it might be late next week. So don't kill me. So then that's the meeting night. Obviously, the Power of Grant Money with Sherry Watson. So be sure to come on out. And learn how there's millions and millions of dollars available for real estate through grants. So come on out and check that out, how that works. And then on the 17th, if you haven't known by now, we launched a nonprofit organization called Landmark Community Services. We'll probably have a link on here. I'm working on getting that set up before I take off. And we are starting to look for donations, and our first goal is to launch a community resource center and serve as an advocate for the folks in foreclosure. Many of you know we've done that for years through our profit company. Now we're going to use the power of a nonprofit company to do that. So you'll see more of that and catch the video that we created. And we're going after grant money through the Pepsi Challenge. And, if you can donate a few bucks, we'll have that set up, hopefully, and you guys can help us get some seed money started. And then that brings us into our seminar on the 17th, talking about the charitable giving of real estate. If you know of a nonprofit or somebody that heads one up, invite them out. This is a free seminar for them, talking about how powerful the gifting of real estate is and how we can help them facilitate it. All right, and then social media. We're using it, Facebook, YouTube. It's all we talk about now. So join us for our webinar with Jennifer Hampton. She was at the meeting a few months ago. She's back on the webinar, so come on out and hear what she has to say on social media's effect on real estate. And then we've got our cash flow game on July 30th. That's Friday night at 7 p.m., so be sure to come out and register. It's only $15 for guests and $10 for members. And come on and have a good time. Mark Huggins, you are our last week's winner. He chimed in all the way from London. He was on vacation, so congratulations, Mark. You are our last week's ticker tape contest winner. Don't forget our blog at FLREIAblog.com. Check it out and chime in and share with us your thoughts on what's going on. All right, that's news. What is news? So that's it for this week. Look forward to seeing you at any one of our upcoming events. So come on, check us out. And this is Juan Restrepo signing off. God bless.